Jon, you've given us some great insights this evening at the Henley Alumni event. What was your key point about how technology is changing media and business?
Okay, yeah. So I really told a story about how the BBC in particular has responded to the technology changes that are transforming its industry. And I think there's one of those particularly is the internet per se, but also the internet way of doing things, internet protocol, and how that influences what is possible as a media player. And I tried to bring that to life by thinking about what the audience experience is. So as an R&D function, we're very interested in technology, but in terms of what's relevant, it's what does that mean for the audience. So we thought about how that enables the audience to do and experience things in new ways, to have media that responds to them, what they are doing, what is important to them at any moment in time, to present them with media environments that they can explore. So not simply giving them a linear show, giving them a linear program, but putting them in a place and letting them explore where they want to explore. So for example, one of the things I showed in the film was how youngsters might experience festivals through the BBC. So at the moment we do a really good job of capturing Glastonbury, and you can watch it on telly or on your iPad or whatever. But what we were exploring is what if you put on your glasses like an Oculus Rift or something that could really put you in the middle of that festival so you could see it around you. And that was the way in which you got your friends together. You went to the festival at home, and we showed how not only can you produce that immersive experience, but if you then connected people together, then they can experience together in different places that experience. So in the film we had some of their friends were in the audience, and it showed you where they were standing in the audience. We had a moment where they took a big selfie of the group, and that big selfie appeared on the big screens at the festival. And so the idea is to say that what we can do with technology is transform these experiences from a sit back and consume to one where you lean forward and you take part of it. It really is something that is part of what you do. I think we also then took you into the home, and we asked what might it be like to learn to do homework, was the example, in a world where we build on people's natural ability and natural desire at the moment to make their own content. So anybody with children will know that they love to make content. They don't just consume it, they put things out on YouTube. They make their own versions of what they are seeing. If you extend that and think about what that might work like in a homework environment, doing a piece of homework might take all of the research and development skills of a program maker. And so in this environment, the child doing their homework effectively had the production capability that you might have in Horizon. They built their graphics, they built their text, they selected their video, and they had to find all of this stuff, and they had to work out what the narrative was as part of the homework. One of my sort of great research colleagues watched that video and said, "Oh, thank goodness, it's still hard work. It's still hard work, but it was fun. It's what they choose to do." And that, I think, is part of what we can do with technology. It's about breaking open what is ours and giving it to other people to create their experience.
So this evening, Jon Page from BBC R&D has really given us insights into how technology in terms of internet protocols are helping us to take a lot of content, break it down into objects, and then be able to curate that in very different ways. And I see, and the audience, the group from Henley Alumni, saw that this was very applicable to very different industries, be that around the copyright, be it around production and advertising, or be it around FMCG companies, which are now really sort of taking the Internet of Things and understanding user sort of applications of it. And Jon gave us very good insights into new user applications for it, which gives us a very different business model. And we've illustrated here in the Business and Technology Alumni Group how technology now is going to be impacting different business models for corporates in all sorts of different areas. So thanks very much for Jon and BBC for sharing their insights.